Yeah, everybody's online.
On this morning. Okay, fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Our core value today is our number 13. We never bring a problem without bringing and trying at least one possible solution. We're problem solvers, not problem identifiers. We encourage critical thinking and a proactive approach to handling issues. While asking for help is encouraged, it must be done in the context of also thinking of solutions on your own. Before we bring an issue or problem to a team member, we first think of ways to solve it. It's always good to go back and visit our core values because they're what makes us who we are and who we want to be. We don't always live up to these things, but this is one that I love when somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, I got a problem. Here's what I'm thinking. Is this good? Is this bad?" That's honestly the best way to give it to me, and then I can say that's a good idea, or maybe here's some other idea that you can use. People jumping on. I don't know who that is. Let me see. I gotta look at it and see who it is. I guess they got in.
Somebody let them.
Somebody let in. Okay. All right. Well, today our sponsor, breakfast sponsor, and everybody online, y'all miss sausage biscuits from Chick-fil-A. So way to go and fruit. Kallie, Mutchler, and Alamo title. The floor is yours.
Did you see it on the Slack?
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the camera's right there in the corner. They can see you right there. You're dead center.
Wow. Okay. So I'm Kallie with Alamo. This is Sarah, my escrow officer. I do the marketing for Alamo. So a couple of the things that we brought for you guys is we do listing brochures. So if you guys have us on your listing, these are 90 cents a piece. I create them, they get mailed to our office 2 to 3 days, and there's no minimum order. For an example of this, I can send you guys the link, but little home maintenance guide. You can brand it yourself, put your information here and on the back.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You look at touch it. Yeah.
You're the winner.
So those are 90 cents a piece as well. We do just listed postcards, just sold postcards. If you have an area that you're wanting to farm, I can pull email, phone number, addresses. You get user lists every month. Pretty much anything you guys need to help grow your business, like let's sit down and talk about what you guys need, and we would love for you to close with us. And
I'll give you just a little bit about our company. We are a Fidelity branded operation. So we are a Fortune 250 company, which what that means for you guys and your clients is that we are not going anywhere. So when you see these mom and pop title, they may not be around in 100 years. So when you need a copy of your owner's title policy, they may not be here to give it to you. So you guys can protect your clients by ensuring that they're closing with a reputable title company that will be around for years to come. We are Fidelity branded. We have offices all over the DFW. We are offering complimentary notaries to our clients. If it will get the contract over to Alamo Title to offer a complimentary notary for the opposing side, I will do that. In any of our offices, we are really just looking to earn your business and then keep us in mind.
we have our little flip book here too. If you want to scan the QR code, I wonder. It should, yeah, I can send it to you.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of tools, and this one will take you to the free tools that we have. We have weekly marketing or market updates and stats. It's with Altos, so you can put in zip code, county, city, whatever you need, and they send it to you every Monday. We have all these graphs. It's really cool. And it's something you can share to social media or share with your clients if you have listings, just kind of know what's going on in their area. With your broker, I don't know if any of y'all have ever used Breakthrough Broker, but they're stepping up their game. They have a lot of really cool stuff in there. You just type in the MLS number and it'll auto-populate your open house flyers or your just listed flyers. They even make videos now. Tom Ferry, I think, kind of got on board with them, so a lot of his stuff's in there. What else?
Your Facebook page. If you guys are not following Kallie on Facebook, make sure you join her Facebook page because she is offering you guys just videos
pretty much every day I'll put like a link to a graphic that you can bring in, something for you to post. I've been doing weekly videos that I'll create, something that I see, on Instagram or TikTok that's trending. I'll create it, put it in a group, send that video for you to post as your own. And I'll usually have a description to go with it. So kind of trying to take the social media part off of your plate. I know I got a message the other day of a girl who has like 13,000 views on one of the videos she just posted, which I love to hear. And a couple people reached out to her. So I was like, yay. So I love doing that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I'll just share it with everybody just to help you guys with your business.
I'm going to show you, two of our agents are singing the praises right now, so I'm going to show you this.
Yeah.
Telling Sarah and Kallie are the best, from Patty and Jennifer said they are the absolute best.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on that book. This little book.
Yeah.
Live in here.
Live in here is what we are using. It's a secure portal that Fidelity has created that allows your clients to do numerous things. It allows the buyers and sellers to deliver their personal information. The order open, it's going to send them a link saying, hey, we have a handful of questions. That helps us prepare our closing documents, helps us know marital status, social security number, so we can order payoffs. It's just a super secure way for everyone to deliver their information. It also allows our realtors a secure way to follow the transaction. We're going to upload a copy of the survey, the earnest money receipts, the commit. You guys can go in there and look through all of that stuff.
Yes.
But as always, our team is always available. You guys just shoot us an
Day
email.
or night, it's rolled over.
Yeah, I do try to make myself available evenings and weekends because I know that's when y'all are working. That's when the questions are coming in.
Yep.
So do not hesitate to reach out to me. I have my business cards up here. I do not mind if you're texting me, hi, how are you? Evenings and weekends.
Yeah.
So I do have family, but I can get to you as soon as I possibly
I'm going to
can.
grab your card and I'll put your information, and Kelly's information in the Slack thread that we have on the brokerage announcements. So I'll put that in there.
Thank you.
And I saw Angela's watching, so I brought her brochure
Yeah,
that have been at my office for a while because it's sold, but her box is here.
Thanks for giving some
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
And the brokers opens and open house, that would be the last thing. We do help out with those. A lot of, like, that was like, I feel like for 4, 5, 6 months, I did probably a brokers open a day. But Corey Turner is one of our partners, and he will come in and film your listing and have every agent that shows up will kind of talk about the listing. He edits it and sends it back, so it just kind of gets more eyes on your listings. Or we do Botox. I have an awesome lady that does Botox and B12. That was a pretty popular. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, she's awesome. We'll love her. I don't love her. You get it done. But yeah, so anything like that, if you have a listing and you just want to get some more eyes on it, like, let's brainstorm. And yeah, we're here to help.
Do you ever do the home tours like Mansfield, Arlington area?
That's one of the things I was talking to Ryan, her brother, not sister.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that. Anyways, we were talking about once a month trying to go out somewhere different.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know, Mansfield would be awesome. Mansfield and Arlington. So yeah, probably once a month we might just get a bus and like head out there and yeah. Yep. But I do like brokers opens out there all the time too.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, we started a weekly home tour.
Mhm.
We're gonna put a pause on it for February. We're gonna start back up in March. But yeah, weekly home tour, usually kind of around this area and maybe once a month somewhere else.
Yeah, and if you have a house, shoot it over. We'll put it on the list.
For sure.
Fantastic. Thank you guys for breakfast. Thank you for coming to join us. Appreciate you guys very much.
We love some buyer seller guides out here. If y'all need more, let me know. Or if you have your own that you want us to print for you, they're $350 for a little, no, for a guide. Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Thanks, Sharon.
Yes, you're very
See you
welcome.
guys very soon. Okay, so I'm fighting a cold. What now? Oh, the CMA challenge begins today. Next week, we've got breakfast with Stephanie Carl, Gail Horton. Again, if your license is coming up first quarter, February or March, or even April, go ahead and get it in early, like 3 months early, because it's taking longer to get through Trek than what they thought. We're still fixing problems in the Realm system, the Realm portal. If you haven't registered for the Realm portal, you probably should go do that. Just go to trek.texas.gov, and then in the upper right-hand corner, there's a realm link. Hit that, and then you can register for the realm portal, because you will have to do that to renew your license. That's going to be going forward. Right now, we have a few minutes with Jimmy.
First of all, we need another picture.
I love that picture, dude. I put it there on purpose.
I think I'm 30. And I'm old.
Nothing wrong with 30.
Yeah, I'm old. Yeah.
I wish I was 30. Jeez.
Well, I wish I was young.
I know.
Young looking, but maybe not that dorky. Hey, no, just really quick, 1 minute actually. We are changing up the referral. Well, we didn't have the referral process.
We
Really.
didn't have an incoming referral.
We did not have an incoming referral process. So scenario, yeah, exactly. We're just like, I don't know. What are we talking? And so we just made it more official. So anytime you get a referral fee coming in, we're going to use that money and count it against your cap, but we're going to use a 90-10 split. I felt like that was like the most generous split. And instead of trying to do a flat fee, that didn't really work, and a percentage didn't really work, or a flat fee didn't really work, because it's like, you get a referral for $250, you get a referral for, 25,000. So it's, instead of doing that, we're just going to do a 90-10, and that money will count towards your cap. And so that's kind of it. That we just made it an official process. It's going to be, is it on the backside yet, or is it?
It's not on the backside, but I can put the SOP on the backside.
Okay, yeah. We'll just put the SOP there. And so nothing really for you guys to know other than just know it. So pretty simple.
Very simple.
Okay.
Anything else you want to hit? Mansfield?
Oh gosh, yeah. Mansfield office, for those that it affects, it got painted the last 2 days. And so I just went ahead and painted it. And so I'm like talking to them.
People know they.
Yeah.
They're all on. They're all there.
Yeah. And I'm buying a couch really pretty soon, because instead of taking that green one, I think we can get a better one. No offense for work peeps. We can get a better one.
They're stuck with the old handy.
Yeah,
We're fine with the hand-me-downs.
I know, but I'm thinking about getting another. So anyways, trying to, I'll spend a little bit of money. Put me in charge of it. Let's spend more money.
The signs on it, they look great. Are they doing
Yeah.
decals on the windows too?
Yes, the decals, they said, the sign guy said, we're waiting to do the decals for the wind to die down. And I was like, I told Jamie to respond, hey, the wind had nothing to do with it, bro. Get them up there. And so,
Apparently, they have to take the decals and put them on the outside, and so they didn't want the wind to be blowing them around while they can't get them straight.
Well, in his defense, our sign guy when we had gotten the quote, he had also made a comment that like he wasn't, I remember when we got the quote, he's like, I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow or the next day because of the way the weather is shaping up. So
yeah. Anyway, we were required to use her sign guy.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, our sign guy would have done it in like any day.
Yeah.
Period. But anyways,
It is what it is.
It's
But at
done.
least the signs are up and they look good.
yeah. Yeah. Somebody, I think Janet drove by yesterday or Patty,
Okay,
and my husband drove by yesterday too. He's like,
good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so reach out webinars this week. They're just doing these webinars for January. So this is what they're doing today and this week. Re-engagement scripts that don't feel gross. Then you can click that link, the QR code. Friday at 2, which all of us probably be inside by 2 o'clock on Friday, sounds like. Turn conversations into next steps. And then Monday, because you'll still be at home from Friday, because the ice is going to be there. Stay organized when you're busy, and I think that would be a real good thing. These links will be in the Brokerage Announcements channel today. All right, so let's do the market review. Last week's review, housing activity is gaining momentum as we head into 2026. Existing home sales jumped 5.1% in December. Affordability is improving with wages now outpacing price growth. New home sales are up nearly 19% year over year as prices and supply normalize. With purchase and refinance applications rising, economists see the housing market strengthening and setting up for a solid spring selling season. Markets were choppy last week as investors balanced profit taking with bargain hunting, leading major indices slightly lower but still near record highs. Inflation data was mixed with consumer prices steady and wholesale prices ticking up. Great hopes for faster benefit cuts. Even so, the broader economy remains resilient as retail sales rebounded strongly and manufacturing activity exceeded expectations. This week, the coming data is expected to show steady progress across the housing and broader economy. Construction spending should edge higher. Pending home sales are forecast to rise again, and inflation is expected to continue moderating. At the same time, the gross domestic product is projected to confirm strong economic growth, reinforcing a stable backdrop for housing activity. Bottom line, market is moving in a healthy direction. Housing activity is picking up, affordability is improving, and the broader economy remains strong, even with some short-term market instability. So it's all good news. It's not like, whoa, let's get all busy, but this is good news. This is stability.
I mean, if I'm getting business.
So rate watch. Rates are stable, but not swinging. Recent inflation and economic data continue to point to a steady environment. No signals of sharp moves up or down in the near term. Although we did have a little bit of a bump yesterday because of the, what do you call it? Not attitude, but the environment in the country right now with Greenland and a lot of stuff, Venezuela. We had some movement yesterday, which we'll talk about in a minute. Fed's tone is cautious, not reactive. Policymakers are reinforcing a data-driven approach, signaling patience rather than rushing additional cuts, keeping rate expectations anchored. So rate conversations should center on predictability and planning, not timing. Stability gives buyers and sellers confidence to make thoughtful decisions, and agents who communicate calm, steady guidance will stand out. Here's what happened yesterday. So the rate jumped 0.14%. Not a huge jump. It's really not that big of a deal, but it's still better than where we were last March. So the FHA is at 5.88, which it moved 0.13 of a point. The 30-year conventional moved 0.14. Not a big, huge jump. It's just uncertainty. That's what that was. That was the investors. The T-note went up, and so this rate went up. The 10-year treasury. Here's Clarissa's view of what's going on. I think it's important to note. So Dallas has always been like the linchpin. I've always watched what Dallas County does first, because whatever Dallas is doing probably is going to feed down to the other counties. Tarrant County has its own way of doing it, and it's usually more laid back, but Dallas reacts faster. I'm seeing more active listings coming on the market in the last 7 days than price decreases. I think that's interesting. And the 6 counties, because Wise is a much smaller market. So they're only looking at 50 listings versus Dallas's 500, but the 6 counties gives us just a real quick view of what's going on the last 7 days. You'll notice the pendings have jumped pretty significantly to 1,007 in the 6 counties. There's only 1,748 in the full MLS. So these 6 counties are the bulk of what we're seeing on MLS. So I think it's a weekly reminder of what's going on. Remember, this is context, not urgency, just looking at what the pulse of the market is. Here's what's going on in the local market. Buyer activity is becoming more selective. It's not slower. Showings and offers are still happening. Buyers are taking more time to compare options, neighborhoods, and incentives before committing. Well-prepared homes are still moving fast. Homes that are clean, well-presented, priced accurately, are selling ahead of similar homes that lack preparation, even in higher inventory areas. Of course, this is micro market focused because some neighborhoods are still not moving, and they've got 30 houses for sale. That's okay. It'll bleed down to those. It'll flow down to those. Bleed is the wrong word. Negotiations are more balanced across much of DFW. Inspections, concessions, and flexible terms are back on the table, creating more collaborative transactions instead of one-sided deals. Buyers can rule the farm right now. I mean,
They do. Yeah.
and I can tell you, and I will tell you after the meeting if you want to know. Almost 18% below list price this week. So things are out there for buyers. DFW isn't slowing, it's maturing. Buyers are thoughtful, sellers need strategy, and agents who lead with preparation and local insight for winning the conversations that turn into contracts. One easy way to use this week's data: have one proactive conversation about options, not outcomes. So reach out to a buyer or seller and say, hey, I'm seeing more balance right now. Homes that are priced and prepared well are moving, Buyers have options and negotiations are more collaborative again. If you were making a move in the next few months, here's how I'd approach it. This gives low pressure, shows expertise, shifts conversation from should we act now to how can we act smart now. Being very selective about what you're doing, but having these conversations with buyers. I would have a conversation with the buyer before I would have a conversation with the seller at this point. One easy suggestion of what to do this week, reach out to 3 people in your database and ask one simple question. If you were buying or selling this year, what would matter most to you? Price, timing, stability. Why this works? It reflects the current market, gives you options, balanced negotiations, thoughtful decisions. 2, it invites conversation instead of pitching. 3, it helps you learn what actually motivates each client, and so you can guide them better. This turns market knowledge into relationship intelligence and positions you as a listener first and an advisor second. Did you know a major real estate database reports more gains in affordability? Nationwide monthly payments on median price home fell by about $118 and purchase power gained by more than 30,000 since last summer.
Purchasing, what's that mean? Purchasing power.
Purchasing power, the payment fell by about $118 per month, but the purchasing power gained by more than $30,000 since last summer, meaning that a house that cost $310 last summer would cost $280.
I got you.
So that's where we are right now.
So
Business tip.
So price correction.
I'm sorry?
Price correction.
It's maturing of the market. It's less angst, less speed, more thought. And I think that's definitely what we're seeing. Business tip, success demands sacrifice. Create boundaries to protect your personal life, but don't expect to achieve a work-life balance all the time. There's no getting around the fact that it takes hard work to succeed.
Remember that.
And the thing is, Brian Buffini always says that success looks like this. This is work, this is home, this is work, and it always does like this. You're always balancing between the two. And you know that more than anything. It's hard for me. It always has been hard for me. And what I did was I started scheduling family things on my calendar and saying, I'm going to do family here. I'm going to be focused and present, because there's nothing worse than being on vacation and having to sit in the water and text somebody because you got to sell a house. But it happens.
Yeah.
We all do it. And the day you're going out of town,
Oh, yeah.
the day before, everybody's got to come. Everybody's got to call. And I don't tell nobody. I quit telling people.
I don't tell people when I go on vacation.
All right, I'm gonna stop this recording because I'm gonna record the next part completely separate. So let me.
Maria,
stop
because she was
recording.
in Mexico and her stuff went south and nobody knew she was in Mexico. Couldn't get a hold of her. She was in the ocean. So
Yes.
it was
Well,
like in the middle of contract.
I'll tell people, but I won't broadcast it to my clients.
Yeah.
Like,
And that time, he just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's it.